Good evening, friends, and welcome, every single one of you, to Trinity College in Dublin, Ireland's oldest university, born in 1592, for a taste of food from Ireland. Today, food is one of the hottest topics on social media, which many of you will be aware of, but it reflects this unique craving and hunger for information and knowledge on food politics, on food culture, on food experience, and on food in destinations. So in your musings for stories, for features, even for editions or for books, please consider Irish food. It is our greatest pleasure to host the Travel Classics Conference this evening in Trinity College. It is an honour to have so many esteemed journalists and editors here from the US to visit our Green Island. It is from this Green Island that we hope you will enjoy a flavour of the very best that Irish food and beverage has to offer. Without further ado, I'd like to invite Nevin Maguire, one of our renowned celebrity chefs, and a real chef, not just a celebrity, to stage to demonstrate the Irish lamb dish that you are tasting and savouring this evening. Ban sult as de vela. Enjoy your meal.
I come from a small village in West Cavan called Black Lion. It's about 2 hours, 30 minutes from Dublin. And I've been cooking from the age of 12. I always wanted to cook. It's all I wanted to do. And I learnt the basics from my mother. My mother was a great cook, and she taught me to eat local, use seasonal food. And that's the message that we try to get across. You know, we have brilliant produce in Ireland, and I've been very lucky this year to do a lot of travelling, and last year with BordBia, going around Europe and seeing how loved Irish food is. People want it. We have a great reputation for being natural, unspoilt, and having such a brilliant product. This time of year, lamb is at its best, and which is a great celebration that the increase of lamb for exports, but also in Ireland, we're eating a lot more lamb, which is brilliant. It's one of my favourite meats. And it's so versatile. In the restaurant, we use lots of different cuts. Tonight, you're going to be served the rack of lamb, okay, which is classed as a prime cut. But also, I'm going to show you, and you're going to be tasting the neck of lamb, which is a beautiful cut. Absolutely gorgeous. We use the shoulder, we use the leg, and also we use what's known as the belly of the lamb, which is a beautiful cut too. So first of all, about the lamb. So we're using the BordBia quality assured lamb, okay? We've removed the chine bone, which is the backbone of the actual rack, and we've trimmed it up, but I've left a little bit of fat. If you don't have fat, you don't have flavour. That's what I honestly believe when you're eating lamb. So we've just trimmed it up, cut the bones, and which makes it easy if you want to carve it, but we're going to serve this as a whole piece. We're going to brush it then with a little bit of egg yolk, and then a little bit of mustard. So this is just some Irish mustard, a little bit of whiskey in it. We do like our whiskey, as you know. And we have a little bit of mustard in that. Now, Susan, I'll give you that. And into the crumbs, we have just blended some really nice herbs. So some mint and lamb, it's classic. A little bit of basil, flat leaf parsley. So we just dip the actual top of the lamb, okay, into the crumbs, make sure it's well covered, and then just sprinkle this on top. Now, what I'm going to do is just get this onto a tray, and we're going to simply place this into the oven. Now, so this will keep, or cook, shall I say, it'll cook in about maybe 20-25 minutes. We want to serve it nice and pink. That's the best way to eat lamb. So, I just want to take out my lamb. It's very important, as you know, when you cook lamb, all right, that you let it rest. And this is a piece, this isn't the piece that I showed you. This is the piece that I cooked as soon as you come in from your beautiful, shall we say, canopies downstairs. We let this rest, put it into the oven, and I switch the oven off, everyone, okay? So the lamb should be slightly pink. And a good tip for you when you are tasting or you want your meat nice and pink, this is a good tip for you. If you want it rare, this is what you're looking for. It's nice and soft. Medium, it's nice and soft too. And then medium well begins to firm up, and then your last finger is well done. So meat, you know, is a muscle, so when it overcooks, or if it's well done, it will firm up. And then what we have, just a few little baby carrots, just 1 and 2, and you can move that out of there, Susan, watch your wee hands, thank you. Then our sauce, I'm going to put that on now, and then the last thing we're going to do is just put on our onion puree. And what we do is we get some onions. They're just from the organic centre. We actually cook them in a little bit of butter. We finish them off with some cream, and that's all we add into this. But we caramelise the onion puree, you know, the onions, because they have a natural amount of sugar, so they're absolutely full of flavour. So what we do is just get a spoon and just simply put the sauce. So this is our sauce, which we reduced it, the thyme. We also put in the vinegar, the balsamic vinegar, the stock, and the red wine. Thank you, Susan. That's brilliant. And then the piece de resistance, our beautiful, quality assured, rested Irish rack of lamb. And that's your main course, done in a flash. I hope you enjoy it. That's the first dish for my demonstration now. Thank you. Okay, cool.
So I was thinking, what would I talk about this evening? So apart from the cheese, which by the way is, the fantastic blue cheese is Kerrygold Cashel Blue. It's one of the most perfect cheeses in the world. It's a cheese that, it's a cheese that reflects absolutely the quality of the milk we have in Ireland. Milk is for what Bordeaux have their wine, or what the Californians have their wine. We have the best milk in the world, we have the best climate, we have the best grass. It's absolutely amazing. The harder cheese is Glee Brehan. And Malines is their first ever cheese to make in their modern era in Ireland. The Guardian in England voted the smelliest cheese in the world 3 years ago. I disagree. I just think it's the tastiest cheese in the world. And then the very two delicate, beautiful cheeses are both from very beautiful new cheesemakers in County Kilkenny. And the first one is Kilry goat's cheese. And then we also have their snow type of camembert cheese here. They're from a farm called Knockdrinna. I am just blown away by, in the last 10 years, the amount of young chefs. Nevin, amazing. Everybody that's worked for Nevin, they're setting up their own places. In Galway, when I had a restaurant there 15 years ago, there was about 2 or 3 of us. Now there's maybe 15 of us. They're all competing with each other, like the Italians, hating each other, going, what were they cooking that? We're cooking that tonight. So there's now competition between the chefs. They're trying to outdo each other. There's a huge generosity of spirit. We have managed somehow to keep our network of butcher shops, which nearly disappeared 10 or 15 years ago. But when you travel the length and breadth of Ireland, we have this, every single village has 2 or 3 butcher shops. We still have a huge array of fantastic pubs. We still have a huge collection of our music being played every night. And so when you're coming to experience that over 4 or 5 days, you will also be able to eat in 3 or 4 fantastic restaurants.
Shame, before hands and